Hello everybody. Uh, thank you to my friends who gave me very valuable input for my first video. The feedback was very good and I will try to work upon it. Let's talk here about multiplication of a vector quantity with a scalar quantity. It is very simple. When a vector quantity is multiplied by a scalar quantity means a number. It is just a number. The scalar quantity is just a number. So if this is a vector, the length of this ray represents the magnitude of vector A. We have already read this. So if we multiply it with a number, let's say 4 times a vector. So this vector simply multiplies 4 times. It becomes 4 times bigger. So if you multiply this vector by 1 by 2, the vector will become half of its magnitude. It is very simple. The direction does not change, only magnitude changes. The effect of multiplying a vector with a scalar is only a change in its magnitude. A change in its magnitude. And nothing else changes. If it's a force, it remains a force. If it's displacement, it remains displacement. The second topic is very interesting. I had taken a test of some students recently and I found some of them faltering in this area. Multiplication of a vector by another vector. What happens in this is there are two types of multiplications of vectors. When you want to multiply one vector with another vector b, there are two ways to achieve this, and there are correspondingly two outputs also. The first type of multiplication is called dot product, which gives us finally a scalar quantity. It means that when you dot is shown by this a dot b, it means you are multiplying one vector a with another vector b, including a dot product. This is just a way of multiplying vectors. This is how multiplication of vectors is defined originally. This becomes the magnitude of a, the magnitude of b, into the angle between them, its cos, ab cos theta. It is also written ab cos theta. Theta is the angle between these two vectors a and b. This is a vector, this is b vector. This is theta, the angle between two vectors when they are joined tail to tail. So the scalar product of two vectors gives you just a number, just a scalar quantity. It does not remain a vector anymore. So the dot product is not conservative. It is said that it is not conservative. Why? Because the properties of A, it was a vector quantity. Properties of V, B, it was also a vector quantity. When they are multiplied via dot product, the result is a scalar quantity. It doesn't remain a vector anymore. ये vector नहीं रह जाता. A scalar product किसी भी दो vectors का वेक्टर नहीं होता है, वो एक स्केलर क्वांटिटी होता है, जस्ट एक नंबर होता है, उसका कोई डायरेक्शन नहीं होता. यूनिट हो सकता है, डायरेक्शन नहीं हो सकता उसका, वो वेक्टर क्वांटिटी नहीं रहता. द सेकेंड मेथड ऑफ मल्टीप्लिकेशन इज क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट. दिस गिव्स अ न्यू वेक्टर क्वांटिटी. We must remember that this gives us a new vector quantity. It is conservative. You multiply one vector cross. This is cross. The representation of cross product is like this, a cross b. It gives you a new vector c. C will have its magnitude and it will have its direction. It is written like this: a cross b is a vector, b vector, both magnitude multiplied into sine theta. Here this is cos theta. You have to remember the difference. Here this is cos theta. In dot product we will have cos theta, and in cross product we will have sine theta, the theta being the same angle between the two vectors. So the important outcome of this video should be you must remember that the dot product of two vectors is just a scalar quantity, just a number. It may have some unit, while the cross product of two vectors is a vector quantity. It gives you a new vector. You have to find both directions and the magnitude for this to define this vector completely. To give you a short example, force is a vector. When it is dotted with displacement vector, it gives you work. Work is a scalar quantity. It is measured in joule. It has no direction. Work is just work. It has no direction. While the cross product omega cross r, omega cross r is velocity in circular motion. In circular motion, you will encounter this. Omega cross r is velocity. See, there is a vector quantity here. There is a vector quantity here. We have crossed them and we are obtaining a new vector quantity. It will have its magnitude and it will have its direction. There will be two attributes. इसकी दो पहचान होगी, इस वेक्टर की दो पहचान होगी. There will be two attributes of this vector. While the result of a dot product is just a number, इसका सिर्फ और सिर्फ एक नंबर होगा. 25 जूल, 26 जूल, ऐसे आंसर आएगा आपको. ठीक है, प्लस माइनस हो सकता है बट डायरेक्शन कभी नहीं होगा उसका. So you must remember the difference between dot product and cross product. If you know this basic difference between the two, that what is the outcome of a dot product and what is the outcome of a cross product, then many questions will be very easy for you. It will be easier in mathematics also, and it will be easier in physics also.